Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Desir. I just want to make this quick video right away about UFC 247 and my initial thoughts about it. I would never really make a video this fast, to be honest. I'm a big MMA fan, and I was kind of obliged to make this video, big into part for more than a couple of reasons. One was like I was told, like, within myself, I just felt that I was like, wow, you know, it was not the fight that I thought it would be. Not in that sense, the fight was what I thought it would be, but God, it was not seen by the judges and many other people. If you guys are just tuning in, you know who it was. It was Jon Jones versus Dominic Reyes. It was for the UFC 205 Light Heavyweight Championship. I was just a little blown away, man. To be honest, man, I kind of watched, because I'm a big MMA junkie. I usually go out with my homies or wherever I am, I get to get a glimpse of it. But this one I wanted to kind of stay in because I had a gut feeling in this one that this would be Jon Jones's biggest match, and I really did feel like Dominic Reyes had all the tools to dissect Jon Jones's style, especially with the build-up leading into everything. There was a lot of I wouldn't say disrespect or anything, but they didn't really build up Reyes in a serious manner. And I just saw stylistically that Reyes would be able to pull this off. And to be honest, you know, like with a group of my WhatsApp friends of groups who are MMA junkies, like, I don't really talk and be like, oh, this guy's got it this time. I actually said Reyes had got it this time. The last time I said it was Aldo against McGregor, and that didn't really work out too well for me. But this one, I really felt like Reyes pulled it off. I feel like this, I wouldn't want to go robbery or anything. Obviously, it was a robbery when it comes in the sense of one of the judges scoring at 49-46. That was, like, you know, fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Whatever. Whoever that guy is, like, that shit is irrelevant. That he also, like, completely destroyed some other guy's career early in the night, and that I would possibly get into that situation, but I digress from that. What happened to Reyes today? It was man, that was hard that was hard, man. I was watching it alone today, and I watched it alone for a specific reason, because a lot of the times when I go out to a bar, to a friend's house, when there's people around me, I get influenced. Oh yeah, this was happening, that's what's happening. All of a sudden you're getting, like, you know, a quick, like, oh, this is what that means, you know, when they're on the ground, and, like, you kind of just lose some of the fight too. You look away from the screen. But this one I wanted to just see because I was so goddamn excited about it, because I was very confident that Reyes had the skill, the style, and just the demeanor to take it, and in my mind he did. But goddamn, that one hurt. That one hurt, you know. Obviously you can't call it a robbery, because at the end of the day, listen, man, it was Reyes at least 3-1. He took the first 3 rounds. I don't care. You can dissect it in different ways, but Reyes at the end of the day, he blew his wad at the end of the 3rd round too. But even when Jones was trying to take him down, the first 2-3 takedowns he stuffed right away. He stuffed them. And you could see, like, that was something that Jones was not used to. Obviously, the ring pressure and the way Jones was moving forward, they're gonna call it oh, he had absolute pressure and octagon control. But apparently, if you're doing a pitter patter and just moving around the ring, that's called running away. I had no idea that that's what it was called. If you're just, like, backstepping all the time, running away. I am so sorry, man. This game is so new to me. I had no fucking idea. Sarcasm right there. I've been watching this shit for a while. That was just hard to watch. My second point was, like, my God, when I actually got to listen to the commentary in this, the commentary was so fucking atrocious. At one point, I was like, who the fuck, these guys? Are they, like, they should be ashamed of, I'm gonna say ashamed of yourself. Who the fuck am I? Right? I'll talk all this shit. God damn, they were up Jones's ass. They were licking his nutsack the whole time. I saw at one point, whether it was mid-round 2 or round 3, I can't exactly pinpoint it, but I saw 6 unanswered Reyes strikes whilst no one in the commentary booth made a comment about it, but Jones came back with a I don't know if it was a counter shot or it was a left to the face, and they're like, oh, how beautiful, and it was a beautiful shot, don't get me wrong, but everything else that Reyes had done, they didn't even mention it. There was shots throughout all the fights that they did not even mention, not even close. If you had watched this fight just based on the commentary, if you had turned the fight off and just watched it on the commentary, you would have thought Jones was winning this shit 5-0. I'm not joking. I am not joking. They left out so much of Reyes's just. He put everything in the line out there, man. It was shitty. That commentary was super biased and it bugged the shit out of me. What else I have of right away, right after yeah, it's another thing. Are we watching the fucking same thing? It goes back to that same point. Like, are we watching the same goddamn thing? Like, what the hell happened, you know? When the decision was announced, it was unanimous. In my head, I was like, okay, there you go. We got a new champ. If it was unanimous, it had to be for Reyes. If it was split, then I could see somebody, and like it'll be controversial, blah blah blah. Going on to my next point, these fucking silly, I don't know what it is, man. This is why you guys are fucking just killing the MMA community, man. Had there been a fight for an immediate rematch, this would be one. This would be if, like, you know, Jones was a man just coming up and saying, oh, Jones is a man, look at me, oh, I'm the fucker man, right? My fucking shit just sitting in my room making this video. Absolutely not. I digress. Obviously, I'm not the fucking man, but what I'm trying to say is that had there been a little bit of honor, you know that it was close enough for people to boo you when you were doing your interview that you would offer that rematch right back. And even interviews afterwards, it's just like nobody was pushing for the rematch. And how could that not be an immediate rematch situation? If that's not the immediate rematch situation, then what the fuck is? You're breaking my heart out here, man. I feel so fucking bad for Reyes right now. I feel so bad for him, man. The dude put everything on the line, and the thing is, like, you stole his O. You know what I mean? You stole his zero. Zero is, you know, the way Matt Hamill stole yours. I don't know if you stole that. That's bullshit, but like, you legitimately, you stole his zero, and you don't have enough of respect to just be like, absolutely. And he's talking about moving up to heavyweight and this, that, and that goes towards Rogan too, you know what I mean? Like, first thing he says, oh, what's your new thing? You're planning to go up to heavyweight, or you trying to give the dude his rematch, man? He won that fight. Obviously, people are gonna disagree with me, but like, if you just see it for what it is, man, turn the commentary off and watch the goddamn fight, man. Reyes won that, man. For me, it was 3-2. It could have been more. It could have been more. It could have been more. I don't think Jones did enough in the last 2 more rounds to, like, in my head, it was going in 3-0 into the fourth, and Jones had to do a 10-8 to actually win it, not even tie it, because obviously you have to beat the heavyweight. But I didn't think that they would do him dirty like that, man. And the fact that they're not even, like, booking for an immediate rematch, man, that shit hurted. Last one I wanted to say is, like, it's the attitude. It's the attitude towards everyone, man. The attitude that this corporate fucking thing happens, man. UFC, man, like, because I don't even know what to call it anymore, because it's such a unique situation. Obviously, that shit happens in boxing too, you know. I've seen just these controversial decisions, and like, the commentators kind of lose their shit, whilst judges just feed these guys a shit and ham sandwich while they put everything on the line. And it's just like, it's just, you know, I don't feel like, because I feel like I'm an MMA guy, although I do love boxing from, you know, my favorites. This is tough to watch, man, and I know it's like a judges thing, but the reaction of just the analysts and everybody towards it wasn't, like, just think of Reyes, man. I feel bad for the dude. I really do, man. I really do. This is fucking completely unacceptable, man. Give the guy his rematch. Give him his due. Obviously, the fans are behind him. Majority of them. I feel bad about this shit, man. And like, I'm starting to see this shit more and more in the UFC. But like, you know, to digress and go back into the commentary, that was happening throughout the fight. Every one of the commentators just kept, just kept building Jones up it was almost an agenda to build him up. Like, don't mention any time he gets hit. Every time he strikes, they were amazing strikes when he would strike. Oh, obviously it's Jones. They go, oh, that type of shit. But when Reyes is landing shot, they're like, oh, blah. And even when they're exchanging at the same time, they land shots on each other at the same time. When slip, jab, and they're landing hooks on each other at the same time. Left hooks on each other at the same time. They would obviously just amplify that Jones is completely the superior striker. Like, we didn't know that already, but goddamn, y'all pushing the agenda hard. I feel like this, you can't say robbery. A robbery is obviously, if it was like completely, if Reyes was completely obviously up 4-1, and the last round was controversial, but Reyes was up 3-1. I was just so disappointed in just the way UFC handled the situation, because Reyes did win that fight, but the way everybody went about it, had the decision been the same, and the UFC staffers, the ones who were commentating, like, trust me, man, like Dominic Cruz, Joe Rogan, all you guys, like, the way you guys treated Reyes there, especially during the fight, man, it was fucking disgusting, man. Go rewatch that shit if you guys want to fucking go ahead. And I was just like, you guys fucking is. I was yelling at the screen. So one of the first times I got to watch a fight by myself and listen to the commentary, they were all for Jones. It was all, oh, you got to do more than that to beat Jones. Oh, you got to do this for Jones. Anytime Reyes did something, oh, this is amazing. Reyes is going to get tired. Look at me rant anymore. But yeah, I feel for Dominic Reyes, dude, I was a fan before you, but now I know you're the champ. And like with John Jones, you were one of my favorite fighters before you tested positive. And I guess you can call me a hater or whatever. I'll never deny your skill. You were absolutely one of the greatest of all time. I can never take your skill away. But yeah, man, that was a fucking travesty. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, man.